It is time to resume our slow and uninteresting trade game, so let's get right into it. Again, I wrote down another How to World Conquest.txt paper form, and step 1 says build a ton of galleys. Sounds like a legitimate cause. I don't know how many a ton is. But let's try to blot out the sun with them. Now, I made the mistake of saving on the 1st of a month, which means I have 1 month where tolerance doesn't actually count for anything. That's going to work against me here. Aha. There we go, 40 should do the trick. Spend some of that money that was just wasting away. And what else? It also says to pay down war exhaustion. Why am I wasting my dip like that? Oh, I see. Okay, well, what a waste of time that was. Because I put those galleys in the queue before I paid down my war exhaustion. They take longer because of the war exhaustion, so I need to cancel them and make them again. What fun! You'd almost think I get someone else to write this for me. But yes, war exhaustion has a very heavy impact on the recruitment time of boats. And men, but you feel it more when it's the boats. Alright, let's try that again. There we go. Damien Reeves says he's listening to Jake's Genoa stream whilst playing as Venice. Curse you. Now, I know I sent you guys over there, but you guys, I think I do want you over in Cadets for just a little while. You've got the General as well. But what if I said don't have the General? And where's our main fleet anyway? Kicking about here, huh? Right, we want you privateering Constantinople because we want those power projection points. And you're fully charged. Let's get you over here. I'm going to have my troops. Paid down war exhaustion, built a ton of galleys. Oh yeah, don't send a colonist to Damara land, it says. It's arid and horrible land that you don't want. And with that in mind, you probably won't need the extra longbowmen. Well, maybe I will, given I'll be dealing with 5,000 and 7,000. Still, you go down for the Cape. Perhaps I should consider building another? Nah, we'll just leave it as is. So yeah, I don't want to send there. Instead, I want to send him to this one significantly better province. Hopefully it just doesn't revolt and burn down. I'll have to have a bit of faith in it for now. Or I could build an extra troop here and send it boats over to make sure it's okay. But nah, where's the fun in that? Jake, chat isn't showing up in the stream video. It'll show up when it scrolls down a bit. It just needs a bit of chat to get it going. What else am I even doing? No missions worth taking. Ah, that's a good point. South African Trade Company. We want to add everything to it. It gives us naval force limit and more trade power. May or may not give us the merchant, depends on just how good the Congo is compared to our own provinces. I think we'll be better because of our mercantilism. Does this show the trade power we have here in the Cape? Yeah, it provides us the full trade power of the centre trade, even though it's just a tiny colony. And it gives our mercantilism bonus on top of that, which is enormous. So that's all so good so far. Let's also take the defensive ideas. Part of the reasoning is it gives us free army tradition. An army tradition will help keep the aristocrats in power. Navy tradition helps get the traders in power, and overextension gets the guilds in power. So I need to get that overextension down. But it's going down naturally. That should be a-okay. What else do I have to do? Call a crusade. Well, I don't mean to blow my own horn here, but I am the Holy See leader here. Maximum papal influence is 104. Let's let that store up then. So let's call that crusade on Morocco. Papal actions call crusade. Bang. I won't be able to send another diplomat there for a month anyway, so no harm, no foul. We're below our force limit, that's alright. But we have mountainous amounts of shekels. I feel like I'm wasting away by not hiring more troops here then. Where are our cannons? One cannon, one cannon. Didn't I have 3? No, only 2. Well, I want both those cannons to be in cadets. So turn of the month we'll go and stomp down Morocco. They seem to be having enough troubles, so we'll help them out in that regard. There's a nasty revolt event if the aristocrats are in power. Indeed, that's why I'm keeping the aristocrats in power. Otherwise, I would far rather have, oh, I don't know, any of the other ones. I mean, 10% morale and land maintenance is pretty good, but I'm a trader. I need that trade power. Although the guilds, with their build cost and goods produced, I want it all. So, 3rd of June, we'll use our Holy War Cassus to dismantle Morocco. We can't call in any of our friends, but that's a-okay. Should I get myself better into position? Our survey says probably. Oh, that is fantastic news. Ivory on the Cape. Okay. Come on, boats. I ain't got all day. 9 for 9. I'll get you over in 2 goes. Supplies shortage. Well, you know what? You're going to be busy with that anyway, so... Tunisia is probably not going to get their troops over there. Yeah, rivalry. And Algiers don't hate me, so I've got free reign over there. So yeah, we shall show our superiority against Morocco. And would you look at that, I got my 5th merchant from the strong trading company down here. So what do we do with him? Already collecting there. I don't really have the power to collect over there. Where do I have good power? Got quite a chunk of power, but it feels like it would be a waste sending it to Genoa where I don't have that much power. The power I have in the Congo is forcing it to go north thanks to Benin. But if I just collect from here where I've got a lot of power anyway, I might even get trading in ivory. This is Cape of Good Hope. With a little bit of fiddling here, you don't have to spend the time waiting for the guy to arrive. He'll just instantly be there. Instantly collecting my shekels. Oh, there we go. Making an extra ducat a month. Oh, the small starts that we have in life. Boats are almost in position. Oh, right, before transferring you over, I should really Crush Granada. Not worth paying a general for that, I'll just kill him outright. And we get Crusade, which is great, especially for that manpower. And another active cardinal, just to keep everything in our back pocket. Now, it's not so much about me keeping 3, it's about stopping anyone else from getting close to 2. I can't stop the Pope. I don't want to excommunicate Poland. So that leaves England and Portugal, but I think they're both bum chums with the... Oh, you're not. How old is your cardinal? 77. How about active cardinals? Lithuania and Augsburg have them? Keep meaning to have these guys sorted by age. Yeah, I don't really want you on my bad side. Maybe I should keep the spare excommunication for if Castile start looking a bit... Ooh, or I should keep it in my pocket for France to declare war on me. Alright, better to keep it... better to have a backup plan and all that. So I'm not terribly worried about Granada. We'll drop off 2 units to prevent them from raising more. And the rest of our units can head over to help destroy Morocco. Easy money. That's what it is. Jake, will you also confirm thalassocracy? Of course I will. It's an extra merchant. And by the end of this, I won't know what to do with all my merchants. I'll have so many of them. Hopefully. I'm fairly confident I can beat you down against the odds here. And I do not want to have to fight much in Marrakech. So that should be plenty. How are we doing on that siege? Guy, you barely did anything, so it's not my concern. But we did drop the siege. Well, okay, we'll kill you with them. Keep that siege going. DDR Jake, is that your real voice? You sound cool and smoky. Well, I lack the know-how to do any kind of audio effects. This is just me. This is just me when I've woken up in the morning. Might change throughout the day. Now, even though I'm getting this bonus, there's no point in taking the attrition hit for landing here. Speaking of no point, separate you, split you in half, and get some sieges, get some blockades going. And that only leaves Tunis. Frankly, I'm not scared of them. Venice no longer in coalition against us. Good, but France forging claims on us, not good, especially since they have the mission to annex us. They're not scared of us, although I managed to break up the Castilian-French alliance. They've now rivaled each other. It'd be great to get Castile on my side, but they're going to hate me for holding Gibraltar and Cadiz, and wanting Andalusia, and having warred them several times in the past. Just can't win with some people. Ooh, what's that, Castile? No longer excommunicated. That means you've got a new ruler, and Aragon is now free. What a shame to be you. Now, how do I get you on the wrong side of the Pope, other than going to war with you? Let's have a look at those modifiers. It's all about aggressive expansion here. And that's going to go away. I can only hope France gets some kind of event that makes the Pope hate them a little more. And that's all she wrote. Thankfully I didn't get any revolts popping up in these places. I don't need to worry about Granada, and I'm not concerned with Tunis. Oh no, that's what we're talking about. Natives encountering our colonies, settler, blah blah blah. Do we repel them? Do we present a trade proposal, or allow them to live in peace? Now I looked into this quite a lot, and I decided that repelling the savages is actually the best event. There are some bad events tied to it, but mostly if you just station troops in provinces that have large amounts of natives, none of the problems will actually hurt you. Whereas the trade and the living in peace, they're not so good. And there we go. I'll also take the opportunity to ship maybe 2,000 troops over there. Seems like a good idea. I want a 2. I want a 2. Because we sure don't want any troubles over there. Poland is allied with Aragon. I don't expect to be at war with Aragon anytime soon. Jake, when are you streaming until today? I expect to be streaming for about guts of 5 hours. Unless anything comes up, who really knows? Our aristocrats are becoming reluctant to serve in our army since we're focusing on defensive tactics. I focus on the aristocrats. 10 army tradition, oh well. What a pity. You know, maybe I should annex Granada. That's 9 base tax. No, it's Sunni. I'd rather it went to Castile so Castile can expel the Moors for me. And then I take it off of Castile. No harm, no foul. I don't want trade trouble in Tangiers though. I want greed in Tunisia. That should pop up when Medina and the other one, Verona, when they core, I should get it. Also feel a bit lacking in men here. Let's change that. Just build us up to force limit at least. Whilst you folks dawdle about doing nout. How's it going, Jake? Missed the last couple of streams, about 4 hours gap, and what I've seen looks good. Well, how about a quick recap? We integrated Milan, we integrated Savoy, because France broke the alliance because they wanted to integrate Savoy. But before that we gave Savoy some Swiss lands. France allied with Castile, and in a big old war they beat down myself and Austria. I was forced to relinquish Granada, Gibraltar and Almeria, as in I lost vassalage of Granada and I lost Gibraltar itself. We made a swift comeback after that. We stomped down Venice a bit more. We managed to get Byzantium as a vassal. However, rebels made their Constantinople defect to Trebizond, although I am 100% sure they were peasants. I never knew peasants defected. And we managed to regain our alliance with France very temporarily and used them to stomp down Castile, with which we took our core Gibraltar and our claim Cadiz back. Didn't quite get Andalusia. And I gave France Alentejo to encourage them to colonise, and I gave them Vizcaya to encourage friction between them and Castile. It's worked. They used to be plus 200 friendly, now they're rivals. Everything worked out. Yep, we took a loss in a war, but too bad. Let's get military drill. Jake, your lazy diplomats are sitting idle. Look, I like having a nice bed of diplomats to lay on. Still, you might have a point. Those relations could be a bit more improved, couldn't they? France, you feel like being excommunicated? Not yet. Poland still love me. Venice, well, they left the coalition. The coalition owes only Switzerland, Castile, Ferrara, Mantua, and Tuscany. See, that I like. Everybody get onto Verona. Don't want it disrupting me. Domenico is still young at 51. Let's make him even better and get free dip power for it all. This is good. I know I'm below 80 Republican tradition, which you never really want to be, But I won't be integrating vassals anytime soon. I mean, my only vassals are the Pope and Byzantium. And as much as I want to see Byzantium off the map, I do need to take care of the Turk to get those cores back. Now here's... where is it? No, it's not there. It doesn't get the increased trading from merchant republics having power in Sevilla. Oh, that's because it's Safi, that'll be why. What a fool I am. Hold on, that just gave me all the control. Wait for the turn of the month, see what happens. Okay, I guess it doesn't. Who cares about the economy? Well, I don't, but I will pay it down slightly. Yikes, that's a lot. That is a bit too much. Let's pay that down. Don't want to lose stability because I have a lot of modifiers making stability harder to get. Plus I enjoy having +3 stability. Really helps with those religious conversions. Really helps. Alright. Ifni will be done shortly. And everybody wins. As for you folks, well, no. Take care of Ifni first. See what happens when those cores are done. If those cores are done, it might give me the mission to take Tunis. I see no reason not to take it. Maritime ideas for Morocco. That might be good. You've already got your cannon. Alright, Protestantism is engaged, but our land is in the Latin group, so it's very unlikely that we get any conversions. I did say ton of galleys, so let's get you guys back home. Well, maybe not there. Don't want to run into any unexpected trouble. The guilds push for mercantilist reforms. I'll take the free dip, thanks. Aristocrats are still firmly in power, so no problem there. I don't like it when everything keeps going my way like this. I need something to throw a spanner in the works. Colonize Little Karoo. I wonder if it's actually going to be worth recalling a colonist for a whole year just to take care of that. But we'll do it anyway. Good to see they die easily enough. Alright, it's getting daft, Ifni. Time to pop. Jake, where exactly do galleys get their bonus attack power? Inland seas, and if you hover over the seas it'll tell you right here. 100% inland sea in the Gulf of Almeria, but in the Straits of Gibraltar it becomes fully ocean. So all inside the Mediterranean you will get inland sea. You'll also get it over here, around Suez. I think there's 1, 2, 3 sea provinces. You'll also get it inside the Baltic, starting from... yeah, this one here. What's that? Kattegat. So all of in here. I don't think you get it in the White Sea. No. You also get it along the coast of China and Japan. And I think there's one other place. There's like a little armpit of Far East Siberia that you get inland sea. And I think that's it. I don't think there are any in America. Excellent. I don't appreciate you blockading us like that, so let's send you a message. $14, $13, $18. We gotcha. I don't want to be that soon. We'll give it a couple of days. A 1, a 2. We arrive on the 16th. Hopefully we don't die. Well, you're almost dead. Oh, okay, good. Reinforcements arrived in time. Okay, Sienna. After I defended you in that war all those years ago, this is how you repay me? Alright, Ifni popped. Now I could hang around waiting to see if I get that mission on Tunis, but frankly I don't have the time. Full annexation of Morocco is free, doesn't cost us any diplo points thanks to glorious holy war. We'll take it. Yeah, we'll take it. That gives us this gold. Unfortunately, it costs a lot to core this land, so frankly, I don't want it. Morocco gets spat out. They get 5 provinces. Well, actually, I'm going to wait for a little moment to tick by, because if you do that too quickly, the crusade I called in them might stick around. I think you'll need to wait a day, but I'll wait for the turn of the month anyway. Also, let's not put everyone on the Oreos, because supply limit's quite low there. Could also well invest in another cardinal, another nice young strapping man. And there we go, Morocco is now back, and they are Catholic. They're probably going to suffer some horrible revolts. That ain't my problem. Well, I suppose it kind of is. We'll help defend them in their mountainous provinces then. Meanwhile, the rest of our boats need to get somewhere good. Pick up our grenadines. Why take that route? Take that one, please. Gee, England's getting a bit too cozy there in the papacy. I need them to lose a bit more relations with the Pope. But all they have is was at war. If they convert, then I won't be able to excommunicate them. But it'll get rid of their cardinals anyway. What is their cardinal sin? Jake, Black Flag units in Morocco. No, they aren't. They switched because I'm no longer at war with them. We've got more galleys here, all done. Let's get them over to Liguria. Now, Ottomans. We don't exactly see eye to eye. In fact, I'm going to call a crusade on you. How do you feel about that? You probably don't feel very good about that. But I have a border thanks to Ragusa, and I shall exploit that to the max. Crusade Algiers and reclaim Moroccan clay. You only get the Holy War if you border the person you crusade. Oh, I'll get that Algerian clay back. Don't you worry, girly. Don't you worry at all. They got Tech 8 though. But they only have trade ideas, whereas I have defensive. I think I have the advantage here. So, we have Holy War, but Poland won't join because they're in debt. How much are you in debt? Score comparison, country, Poland. Loans minus 10. Is that just because they have loans? Well, you know what? I'm a reasonable guy. I think that's the only reason they're not going to join in, is because they have those loans. The manpower's a bit shot, but who cares about that? Not a loan. Send him a gift. That's a bit much. See what they do with 400. Might think it's a bit crazy, giving the AI all this money, but would you pay someone to fight a war for you? I certainly would. Alright, looks like we're all healed up. I think the transports will do us more harm than good. But I want a good vantage point from which to snipe the enemy ships. So let's get ourselves over to Blurple Land. Now what do you say? Yes! They're still slightly in debt, but they will still join in. We just need to get ourselves in position and prepare to destroy. Yeah, that's a bit better. Prepare to destroy the Ottomans. Feels like a bit of a waste of 50 diplomatic points, but there you go. Is this all of our galleys? All 62 of them? Missing one, huh? Geez, missing two. You do border Algiers by sea. I don't think that counts for a crusade. Did I just lose Holy War? No. Something else must have popped up. Now we don't have much troops to throw into the Ottomans. I need to get this war going before something else pops up. But we want to snipe their boats, get an easy victory. 19 trade ships. That's my kind of battle. You can see right there the Ottomans have quite a number of ships. Okay, so they'll be in this sea on the 14th. Hopefully they don't back them up with those too quickly. In fact, if they're going to be... No, they're much faster than I am. Okay. Jake, will your nuke be Genoa specific or will it work for any merchant republic? We'll see. We will see. Don't want to play my cards too early, you see. Alright, we're still heavily in the money. We paid Poland to join us in our war. Someone says, I love that one Polish guy sailing around by himself. He knows what's up. My lights are here as well. They should help us out slightly. So Poland and Austria join in, but we're fighting the Ottomans with their buddies Crimea, Tripoli and Algiers, which is why I'm keeping the bulk of my forces down in Morocco. Might want to give Morocco some money so they can raise an army to help us out here. On the other hand, it's Holy War. I don't want to lose out to battles, and I'd rather have the defensive bonus here. I reckon we can grind through Algerian troops. Alright, Ottoman, it's time to die. We will reclaim Blurple. So we engage his navy straight away. Looks like he was paying his troops. Well, no. A big hit to his morale because the AI doesn't like to pay them full money when at peace. Our positioning is diabolically bad just because we're a whole bunch of low-speed galleys compared to his high-speed barks, but we have this double damage in inland seas, and if you compare barks to galleys, galleys have more cannons and the same amount of hull. So, good night, Ottoman Navy. Any more for any more? No need to get cocky here. I will heal up first. Okay, so the Ottoman decided that they wanted to take away our sea trade. That's alright. For now, I will let all my friends do the fighting. We're able to heavily outnumber him here. That's right, if you want to kill the Turk, kill him early. We got Crusade again, so we get our bonus. We've got Colonial Enthusiasm, so... Jeez, I spent all that time sending the guy there. Maybe I should just leave him. I mean, it's not like I'm in a dire hurry for that one. Let's get you over to Cape and get you over to Little Karoo. Rival of our rival is England, but I hate England. I want to excommunicate them, steal their cardinals. Oh well. Jake, I find having transports in your galley swarms nice since they have a bigger hull size and tank damage. Yeah, but I don't want to lose my galleys. It's that simple. So I don't think I can really rely on Austria-Hungary, Poland to win the battles, but yeah, they'll tank it. Maybe Byzantium will drop in unannounced and help us out. Now, the Ottomans have heavy ships. You really want to swarm them if you ever want to stand a chance of defeating them. So let's swarm. They can really dish out the damage. But we got them. Now I have access here, so I can prevent him from taking any more troops across the strait. Yeah, well, that didn't work. He already got his Crimean lot. Right. I shall keep our troops here then. Our navy, rather. Just keep the navy busy. Heal them up for a tick. That doesn't look fortuitous. Right, so he appears to be doing a shattered retreat. He'll probably be going past the Bosphorus. He'll be down the 10th. Good. Let's lock him out on that side. I know it's only 15 or so thousand, but every little helps. Come on, Byzantium, you're in this war as well. Alright. Give him no rest. Easy Apifi says, just finished Jake's Ryukyu marathon and I'm coming back for more. What is wrong with you? I do not know. Please get a hobby. Alright, so you're over there, but it's mostly deserts. I reckon I could crush you, Algiers. But this is a holy war, so I want to win the majority of the battles here. We'll wipe you out first. And then we'll push north. Oh. Every navy you knock down, they bring around 10 more. Good luck, Jake, and remember trade is just a number. Hey, trade is the aim of my game here, let's not knock it. Okay, so he's coming for Sousse. I don't want him to go for Sousse. Don't want to lose my galleys either, but I suppose galleys are also just numbers. Let's get rid of the damaged ones. Let them repair up in Blurple. And let the rest of you... You're going for the Sea of Crete, are you? Seem to have taken care of most of the enemy fleet. You were right about sea thingy not working. Okay, good. You'll be out of there on the 20th of April. I want to make sure that you're out of there. Good. Oh, okay. Feel free to engage in your rebel scum. I'd like to push up to Fez and Figwig because they're pretty much guaranteed mountainous provinces. I suppose I could push you up to Fez. How about them navies, guys? Right, the Ottomans seem to be pushing back. They just forced Austria into a shattered retreat. Oh, that was a big battle. 10 war score down on our side, and I am quite interested in war score. Because I want to get a lot of Blurple land back. More interested in the coast, so that Byzantium, so that the Ottomans can't raise much of a navy. So Monastir would be a good one. I think Byzantium gets all these events for reclaiming its rightful land. So that'll work to my advantage. I get to that sea on the 16th, you get away on the 18th. Should destroy you. I want to bring my 12,000 into play, but I also don't want to have any rebels rising up. I also don't want to be the one dying over here. Okay, 6 galleys, 1 light lost, but there goes the Ottoman navy. Detach the damaged, again, get them repaired up, and we shall block the strait. Has very little use at the moment, I think, but... well, it's going to stop them coming around. They'll have to take the long way around if they can even get through Kara. Neutral, neutral, yeah, they'll get through Kara, no problem. Okay, don't know how this is going to go, but probably not too well. We'll just have to hold and pay a little bit of attention here. Guys. Not the time to lose Navy tradition. Let's wait for this small engagement to be over. Unfortunately, this little schism is going to hurt Christian powers, my powers, Max powers. That's Nick Austria's one as well. Jake, isn't Euro Truck Simulator already a slow and uninteresting game? And I'm asked why I don't take the trade trouble in Tangiers mission, because it looks like it's going to go to Morocco. Morocco's going to be quite keen on having it, I imagine. Alright, that's good. Keep winning those battles just like that. Here comes the 6th shock. Cadet's got cord. Kind of wasting away here. I've already got my claim on Andalusia. Not for that much longer, though. Perhaps I should think about our Italian expansion. I do quite want to Abruzzi. Oh, okay. Well, you're almost certainly going to get discovered. Let's think about my rivals here. Ottomans, Castile, Switzerland. I don't want Swiss land. It's awful. I also don't want Switzerland as my rival anymore. But I do want power projection. Alright, Navy, get together. Ah, figures, if it would be one province, it would be my non-Latin province. Waldstadt. Won't be able to flip that back for a while. But at least there's no revolting going on. Aragon chose that moment of all to get into the coalition. Let's build our arc after it starts raining. Let's make you detach the damaged, and I want you to privateer Sevilla. That'll give us enough power protection to get our extra bonus, at least for another couple of years. Meanwhile, Austria lays the beat down on my behalf. Again, I might give some land, some Ottoman land to Austria, just so that Austria and Ottomans have more friction going on. For example, I could give them any of this land, and Austria could core it because it borders their personal union, Hungary. That would work out in my favour. Excellent. Conquer Abruzzi. Huh. This game, man, it just knows. You're allied with Aragon, Ferrara, and Tuscany. I want that mission, but we'll leave for now. Yeesh, some of these look pretty grim. Could my 2,000 really take on their 5,000? Their 7,000? Jeez. I don't like that. Now 5,000 I'd be a bit more confident in. But I do want this this good land down here. And yeah, surely enough, I don't have the range, so I'm just going to have to snake my way around. Fine, let's go for Zosa. When those units are finished, march them together, and take care of those natives. Jake, if you did take some Swiss land, would it be more likely to go reformed than your Latin and Lombardy? Yes. If your land is Latin or Latin, which is Italian culture, or Iberian culture, it is about 6 times less likely to flip. However, bordering a province that is already Protestant, or bordering a nation that's already Protestant, especially if said nation is in your culture group, can really hurt. I think I'm going to can my idea to go reformed, because these bonuses are just too good. Can I excommunicate England yet? No, they must be bum chumming it up with our friends. And why are you repairing? Well, you still count as privateering, so that's good. Also, I should get those embargoes going. That's right. We don't think we have a truce anymore. We do. And you? 15-year truces. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm saying this is bad, though. Yeah. Burn the priest and his books. And get a move on, Blurple. I don't want to pay the dip for your lands going back to you. Rebuilding Genoese trade. Venice has been in the box seat for far too long. Well, they're certainly in a box. We need to ensure that our merchants can retake markets. We must overhaul our legal system to ensure that our merchant families can meet the Venetians on equal footing. Yeah, equal. Equal footing. Jake, privateers give you PP even if you tell them to go to port at war. Thank you, Maximilian. That's great information that I wanted to know. Need land. Well, yeah, I mean, what else are we going to spend our points on? Happy to see that my lands have held firm here. Thank you, Poland, Lithuania. Couldn't have done it without you. The Goyms fell for it. They're doing all my work for me. Taking this land will severely weaken the Ottomans, and from then on, it's just a case of blockade them at the strait. And I won't even need to call in Poland. In fact, it would be better if I don't call in Poland, because that way Crimea won't be able to march through this land. Okay, hold on, they could just march through Kara. But then they're still stuck to being on this side of the Bosphorus. And I just need to make my beachhead in these two provinces. And I have the power to do that. You folks, march together on the Cape, merge, and get yourself onto that other horrible province. The Andras X says, why is he getting defensive ideas? Defensive ideas are good. I love that army tradition. It's helping keep the aristocrats in power. And it's just damn good anyway. Also, we got very little other than slaves here. Slaves, ivory, slaves, gold. Nice! That gold, man. That gold. Further solidifying our place as Courier Controller. I'll build up a few points first. Bit infuriating watching Blurple just sitting in Greece. I agree entirely. I wonder why. Why would you do nothing? I mean, I can see you want to defend your capital and everything, but... So hang on, if I send my privateers against the Ottomans, is that going to help as well? Even if they just immediately dock for being at war? I'm going to need to build up a lot more barks so I can get this bonus. And it just so happens I have loads of dosh for it. Money remains just a number. Excellent. This isn't so excellent though. I really need to lay the boot into Algiers, but I don't want to fight them in mountains. No siree. So what I can do is reach around to Tlemcen. Oh well, that works. But getting individual war score with you is going to be a pain in the bottom. I don't want Tangiers to go to them. I'd like Fez to go to Morocco. But I'm the one that wants Tangiers for my mission. What can I do about that? If I take Fez, I'll have them cut off from Tangiers. And I'll be able to take them in future wars against you. I'll settle for just Fez, and then I can sell it back to you. But that does mean I'm going to have to beat you silly. Okay, how about I just fight you on pitched battle? You will flank me heavily. But you'll probably take a river crossing penalty. You have much better maneuver than me as well. Takes me almost a month to march from one province to the other. Could be an expensive one. But I'm confident I could beat you. Oh, okay. Well, whatever. Tlemcen on the 23rd, Tlemcen on the 2nd. Guaranteed mountains. Alright guys, just meet up on Fez. You guys slaughter the natives nice and easily. No problem there. Jake, how did Jake get Ming factions as Genoa? Those are Merchant Republic factions, not Ming factions. Aristocrats, traders, and guilds. I'm not quite on that level of black magic for this run. Okay, Venice, you do just that. If you can get us mountains in Malala, I will be muckle obliged. Oh, this event is great. Free dip everywhere. So on the 20th of October we move in, and we hope and pray that Morocco can stand tall. Oh, they're doing a great job. They were doing a great job. Good. Okay, North Africans can, or Muslim tech rather, they can field a lot of cavalry it seems. Okay, works to our advantage quite heavily. That's a Moroccan corps, so I'll leave it to you. And you folks, if you split in half, and if we make a line at... how about I split you into thirds then? One of you, two of you, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of you in Al-Jazar. It's not guaranteed mountains, especially with the enemy having such high maneuver. So perhaps it would be better if I stuck my general on that piece of land. General goes there, and the other two take these ones. That's a shame, but I'll just give in to their demands. It's only a shanty. Also, I can show off something pretty interesting with that. Meanwhile, the Ottomans get wrecked. Jake said I want to do... Look, I said I want to become Sardinia Piedmont, but there's no way I can do that without switching from Merchant Republic, and I'm not giving up Merchant Republic. And that's not part of any kind of trick. I just can't do that. Okay. That should serve as a great barrier against Algiers. If you can get that province. And I shall help you out with just that. Hold on. These are some pretty high base tax lands. You folks keep privateering for me in Sevilla. And we'll detach enough blockades to keep these ones going. Morocco should get plenty of troops back because they're in a core province. Plenty enough. So there we go. Also, this is fun. If those Venetian noble rebels take over, Venice will stop being a merchant republic. Actually, that's not funny at all. I don't want them to stop being a merchant republic. They're my favourite rival. All said and done, I should excommunicate them. I should definitely excommunicate them. There's no good reason not to excommunicate them. I get really cheap conquest on provinces of my culture, and that happens to be what Venetia is. How old are you? When's your next election? Okay, I'll do it after the next election, because your relation with the Pope is going to be tanked. Was at war, and some other thing. Great! Alright, after Ottomans, time for Venice. I will take Venetia. With that in mind, fabricate claim on Venetia. Hold on, do I want Venetia? Yeah, well, why not? We'll take it. Jake, why didn't you give Tangiers to Morocco? I get a mission on it. Okay, so he... Oh! Clever bugger. He knows his way through Tuat. Well, not to worry. I can siege him out. I'm not going to cry over a few battles. I don't need to deconstruct Algiers in this war. We'll have plenty opportunity for that later on. I would quite like to get Tlemcen for them, though. Really tanking my tradition for this one guy, but he is so good. So good. Alright, so let's put this little theory of yours to test. I want you folks to go home whilst at war, but I also want you to privateer Constantinople. Wow. Thanks, Paradox. I will make brutal use of that. Jake, you still get your mission. You still get the mission if your vassal owns it. What are you talking about? I have to own Tangiers. It's going to go to my vassal, which means it won't succeed for me. I want Tangiers. I don't want him to have it. That's a shame. Still, it's just one province. Everything looking not bad. Perhaps my demands are a bit much. I could afford not to get... Well, I want I want them to have a land connection to all of their provinces. Maybe Edirene is asking for a bit much though. Yeah, I can complete by annexing them, but I won't annex Morocco for a long time. Reason being, Morocco takes religious ideas second. So I'll give them a chance to convert their lands for me. I'm going to have to take care of those zealots as much as I don't want to. Counting on Tripoli not bringing anything to the table, but I don't think they will. In a way, that's good. Gets rid of that. Gets rid of that revolt risk for a while, and it gives me gold. I don't care about anything else in that province. Just the shekels. Not a fan of all this losing money, though. Let's get yet more power projection from non-existent privateering. $59, great. Also great. Continue to not understand how these support rebel mechanics work, but I think if I support him a few times he should go away. Seems to be how it goes. Tlemcen down as well. I'll help you out with Malaya because I actually want you to have that. And it seems you lack a bit of artillery. Just don't give the siege to... Oh, well. Who am I to talk down about you? Your capital is... Shows how often I play down here. The capital is occupied. Okay. Sucks to be you. Oops. A little more and I'll be able to get another province. Like Figwig. Let's try supporting those rebels again. Yep, there we go. So 2 tries to get rid of them. Please fix that paradox. I don't like being able to do that. I can also further blockade you for a bit more war score. Yeah, I never noticed before just how slow galleys are. And that's great. Castile is out. Next war is excommunicated war against Venice. They'll call in the coalition of nobody cares. Then again, Aragon could well become war leader. No, surely not. I mean, the difference in power between them is not that great. And that way I can get Venezia. Delicious. But I don't just want Venezia. Well, I can get a claim on Friuli just for taking it back, because it's in the HRA. Istra I don't care about. Delicious. Are returning cores to vassals cheaper on the war score than annexing? This is a holy war, so even though the screen says it costs me diplomatic points, it really won't. they're going to get that and they're going to think that the whole world's going their way. We'll change that by taking Iran. I want to excommunicate Poland to take their cardinal, but that might not be worthwhile. Isn't Morocco going to have minus 100 or minus 1,000 for buying Sunni provinces? No, oddly enough, that doesn't work for vassals. You can sell a Muslim Granada, Catholic Andalusian provinces. Okay, this could be not so good. Calls for a last-ditch assault, if you ask me. And that gets us peace with you. That's all I really want. Although if you're willing to give me a bit more, I'll settle for Tlemcen. Okay, I'll settle for anything that's Morocco's core other than Tangiers. Oh, Tlemcen isn't. That's interesting. But I reckon they would take Tlemcen anyway. I'm willing to test my theory here. So these two I sell, that one goes anyway, and that one I can sell as well. Everybody wins. Oh yeah, aggressive expansion. Well, we found a new member of the coalition. Which means you're going to join in as soon as I wage war on Venice, but that's okay. What isn't okay is my utter lack of troops in Italy. Austria being in debt stops them from joining in. Again, I could pay Austria to join in. That doesn't strike me as the best idea. Let me look at this coalition for a second. Ah, we'll be fine. Just need a few more men. No, we're already at force limit. Okay. Tell our fleets to go home at war then. And actually get our fleets home. And consider carving up the Otto-Turk. Just a little shy of getting Iderine, actually. I reckon if their capital were to pop. Then again, my allies are dropping out like flies here. Yeah, figures. That's okay though. I'll be able to war Algiers a second time and then I'll be able to take Tangiers. Yeah. I just need to beat my vassal to it. Come on, France, declare war on me. Throw me a curveball. You must see how weak I am right now. Okay, the temptation of joining up all of Blurple's lands is too strong. Rather than giving land to Austria or Poland. Austria's rivaled the Ottomans anyway, and you can't sell provinces to a rival. If I gave you Monastir, you would probably sell it to Blurple. But I'd rather get the coastline. That's all she wrote. Give one Ottoland to Austria. Nah, we're good with this. should be aggressive expansion free. Yeah, Algiers is in the coalition, but big whoop. Now I need to sell you some provinces. Your cores, for starters. Just to be sure, yeah. Fez and Figwig. Incorporate Morocco into our country. No, thank you. Now, it'll probably take you a while to stabilize, so keeping my troops in your land might be for the better. Because you're going to face horrible revolts. Then again, I can just support them, which is a bit sad. Well, don't I look like a fool? I wonder if it's because it's Berber and you are not Berber. What am I meant to do with this piece of rubbish? I'm not spending 162 coring it. Could sell it back to Algiers for all of their money. It is in the Sevilla node and I'm going to want it eventually. Yeesh. Yeesh. And I can't convert it. You there. Do you want Tlemcen? How much would you be willing to pay for it back? Not as much as our good friend Tunisia. Actually, I wonder if Granada would take it. No, they're at war. Jake, annex Algiers and release them. No thanks. No thank you at all. Frustratingly, it's in the Sevilla node, which I do want. Mind you, I wonder if they're small enough to vassalize now. No, they're pretty much their starting size, and I know that's too big. In fact, they're bigger than that. Well, I can take care of Tunisia. My friend. No, I've definitely seen cases where Granada will buy Andalusia or Cadiz, even though they're Catholic and Granada is Muslim. Alright. I highly doubt you're going to be stomping down harsh treatment, so I shall help you by defending Malala and Fez. But I'm about to end up at war with Algiers again. So what? Right, let's wait for this re-election, or election, before we start excommunicating. Yeah, they did re-elect. Which means I think my fleet is best situated down here. Fighting you. Oh, you have a truce with me? Ugh. That's rubbish. You're in the coalition, and again you have a truce. Manly Mantua, truce. Switzerland, truce. Ferrara, truce. Truce be told, I'm not keen on that. You don't have a truce, but oh well. That negative modifier with the Pope does tick down quite slowly. so it should be okay. But frustratingly, that means I'm sitting at peace for a while. Jake, do you have a plan for your inflation? Always. Always got a plan. Right, Naples. You have some pretty heavy-hitting alliances. Blurp will still have some cores to reclaim. Thankfully, Trebizond didn't get converted. Allied with Athens and Venice. Allied with Athens. Allied with the two people I want to hurt. However, I don't have any kind of way to attack you. By the way, you didn't mind me not giving you anything in the war, did you? Yeah. Athens, you're nothing special, so you probably don't hold much sway in this node, do you? No, only 7%, so I can't fabricate a claymore against you. Oh, well. I could excommunicate you, but that wouldn't really help. I'd need to border you to get the excommunicated ruler Casus Belli. Blurp will love me. Let's make sure they... Nah. I want them to convert this land away from Sunni. What could my men be doing right now? I have no intention of annexing the Pope just yet. He's good to have on my side. I could start thinking about fighting France, though. 10 relations with the Pope. War exhaustion. Debt. A lot of reasons not to fight France at the moment, but... Oh, great. Great, you're taking on Granada. Okay, this is all working out. I could think about taking the Congo. Could also think about getting you out of this coalition. That is good news, but I'm still having to wait for that 1511 till I can be excommunicating. That's okay though. And just sit back, take it easy. Get a bit more blurple loving going on. Meanwhile, we just sit back and watch the horror unfold within Germany whilst we are safe and secure where we are. Inflation reduction, that's what we're talking about. Better relations over time might be superior to diplomatic relations at the moment. Get rid of that overextension faster. Rigorous expansion. England have converted. Good news for me. I'm not interested in their land, although I will want something within the London trade node, so... Oh. It's only a base 1 tax, so that's not going to be much gold, but... Oh, that's excellent news. All this excellent news coming together. It's just a shame about that truce, but I've only got to wait 5 years till I can attack. Oh god, please, it's not Casus... What are you saying? Casus Belli or Casus Belli? You're probably saying it's Casus Belli. I prefer Casus Belli. It's got more presence. are going privateers against Castile, but we've lost our privateers against the Ottomans. Yeesh. Alright, give us that inflation then. Doesn't even matter. Our dip's kind of sitting around doing nothing, which is unfortunate. Let's get that land maintenance cost down then. And after a long wait, I can finally invest in something other than my terrible starting technology. Speaking of terrible... these Zosa natives really want to protect their gold. Muscovy announced me as a rival? Are you having a giggle, mate? I just cannot stomach any other way to pronounce Casus Belli. Top notch. One of the issues is this long painful. This long wait to get back to war with the Ottomans. Thinking about it, I should have pieced out someone separately with a white piece to have a 5-year truce with them. Instead I gotta stomach a 12-year truce with everyone. Maybe I could warn the Ottomans, but I don't border anyone that matters for that. Should we have boats around here for transporting our fellows around? Also, I need to explore more of this. Giovanni, I've got a job for you. I need you to personally swim all the way to the coast of Brazil. I know you're just cogs, you'll probably be slow as anything at doing this, but there are 2 of you and you can cycle through. Jake, get Naples. Naples have some heavy-hitting allies, both Castile and Aragon. That said, they wouldn't be able to travel through France. They hate each other. Little Carew is done. Don't think I'm going to get any particularly good missions at the moment. Naval Secrecy Act. No thanks. You know, since I've sealed off the Cape, is it really that necessary that I do this? When I could be expanding down here? After all, I do need to get myself down to, I think it's Rio Grande. And what about my border with Congo? Good opportunity to get Andalusia too. Jake, you keep getting that inflation event because your inflation is above 5, so that's what causes it. Wait, that corruption event cannot be tied to inflation. I've had it right at the start of the game. And again, I could well be wrong. I had no idea that EU4 stream could be interesting. Well, I hope I haven't changed your mind on that. Oh, hello. Right, I don't like this. I actually want some of these provinces for myself. Good to see we wreck you. I want maybe 3 of these for myself. Capped on dips, so let's finally spend some. Be able to afford an embassy before long, which will be grand. Just to be sure, you're neutral towards Aragon, but you hate Castile. However, you're hostile towards me, so there's a good chance that you'll allow Castile access just based on that. Not saying I couldn't take Castile, but I am a merchant. I gotta think about the buckets of ducats. My range to get there is shoddy. But when I get Tech 7, that'll be plenty. Shouldn't be too long. Great. That native assimilation is tied to having troops in the province. Very helpful. Gives me the one province in that node that I need. Alright, you've done a good job. Let's get you back. I'm very happy to see England finally colonising something. Normally they do such a disappointing job. Right, Giovanni, your job's not done yet. And I think to add to it, we're going to get our conquistador actually on the boat. No rebels popping up in Blurple or over there. Blurple have one religious idea, but I need them to get more. Do Byzantium need to fill out all their ideas to get the +3 missionary strength? Shame if they do. I can forge a claim on Athens when I hold this province, get it and sell it back to them. I want to be at war with Athens, I want to be at war with them bad. Mamluks conquering Cyprus, that's also bad. Oh well. Yes. Having a conquistador on the boat can probably help out seeing things. That's conventional wisdom. I don't like believing things that I don't have hard numbers for, but... Boo bloody hoo. Thanks, Marvin. Good to know that. Really, it's not much difference. If Byzantium converts these from Sunni to Orthodox, the only real difference is that it's going to be -1% missionary strength for me instead of -2. Right, Hansa's obviously serious about getting down to the Mamluks. They're getting military access. Good on them. Oh, I want to war with you so badly. 1511. You better keep a bad relation with the Pope. -15. Yeah, keep it that way. Manpower. And side with Austria. This is a good event. It gives me a Republican tradition and it comes fairly often. In reality, it didn't take like 15 years to map out, well, make a crude map of this area. Well, Giovanni's no casual. He'll have it mapped out in seconds. And I feel like making our own Guantanamo Bay. Although when it's a joint effort, Should get it done, no problem. We'll be back home in a couple months. Now I don't want more than 4 provinces around here, so I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, and maybe one of these nice little islands as well. I'll easily have the range once this finishes up, I think and hope. Is there anyone worth excommunicating? Well, you know, I have to wait to excommunicate Venice anyway, and I think it's a 3-year cooldown on excommunication. So let's just make sure everybody hates you. That might automatically break some alliances if your alliances were already quite weak. They were not. Double. We'll hold back on that. I quite like getting the bonus, although I do like Act of Uniformity. Not so hot on the Suffering Bishop Act. Bavaria is our rival. They should be our friend. No. No. Give me military access. And then allow me to tell you how much I don't want that military access. Cancelling military access. Oh, I thought it gave him a hit to relations. Oh well. Well, on our way to buying that embassy. I can't wait. God, I love embassy. Well, I can't think of any missions that would be fantastic at the moment. Done good, Giovanni. Now, as those old games would say, can you do that again, or was that just luck? Just give ourselves plenty of opportunity to discover some of these islands. Somebody remind me what the diplomatic bonus is. Is it 20% trade power? I honestly cannot remember. Great, ally costs. That should actually save me a good chunk of dosh. And let's say I'm not interested in the Suffering Bishop Act. %20 trade efficiency. That's good, but not something I'm likely to get anytime soon. And I really want that colonial range. In fact, I'm just about to get it. Of course, we've already unlocked these. Which do I want? Trinidad seems a bit, you know, feisty. One with a lot of natives but low ferocity and low aggressiveness. St. Lucia? People that colonize around here, which is the best? Because I'm liking St. Lucia so far. And I have the range to get it. Right, Natal, I'm less interested in you now. And I want St. Lucia. You're no longer necessary there since you're finished. So off you go. 1,000 should be enough for St. Lucia. You can colonize it without stationing troops. If I station troops, that will unlock the event that can give me native assimilation, and we want that. Hello, Maya. This may come as a surprise, but I'm not overly interested in conquering you. Is there a reason you're not taking 30% production efficiency, Jake? Fine. Let's hope it's worth it. That's good. Didn't Zosa give me gold? Plus 100% goods. So you're going to be going from worth 29 buckets to double that. And that lasts for only 5 years. Okay. That scythe must be really good at harvesting gold. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't pay attention to your needs. Jake, what's your mercantilism? I think it's 67.5%. 67.5%, so 135% bonus. We'll just keep you guys here. Offload you on St. Lucia. And although you're taking attrition, you will shortly not be, because that colony will be set up in 2 months. Friend Skinator says, Jesus, what is wrong with this game? France and England are like, biz, it's Jake. Better do smart stuff. Yeah, I'm really happy with England's performance in this game so far. Making me proud. Just let you buzz away. What is with you, Blurple, though? You're just standing in Maria, taking care of nothing else. You have revolt risk around here, don't you know? Oh, okay. England getting involved in Crimean Wars well before their time. Portuguese crusade against Algiers. Oh, of course, you have a border with them. Lucky for some. Crusade against Algiers. Crusade against Algiers. Ah, they're using religious, okay. I thought it was an actual crusade. My mistake. Portuguese patriots in France. Not sure what to think about that. No, that's good. It'll put Portugal and France against odds because, well, more so than it already is. Because now Portugal have one of France's cores. France wants to eat everything, especially me. Blurple's AI might have broken and needs a restart. Maybe, but to be honest, they're not doing anything anyway. Damn natives. Alright, let's get those ships healed up. Austria, your faithful allies, coming to French conquest of Uke to get wrecked. Frankly, I'd rather start my own war against France, but I don't have one. I could excommunicate them after it. And I wouldn't take over war leaders, so it would be a bit of a waste. Waste of a war. That said, good opportunity to cripple France. And I kind of want Provence, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to fabricate a claim on Provence, and we're going to make an early move to take it for ourselves. Don't forget to stock yourselves whilst at war, folks. I'll get my galleys in position to sink the enemy fleet, and I will feel remorse for having so few troops in Italy. nor the force limit to make more. France is going to stomp Austria, there's almost no doubt about it. But I won't lose anything. Is there anything I need to be at peace for before doing this? Probably not. So yeah, we might 3-1 them, but the good money is on France. At least until I bring in my Juge Liang benevolent tactics. Sorted. Okay, with that kind of crazy naval range, we'll be able to sling ourselves over to these islands and get ourselves into Asia. No harm, no fuss. You can't feed Anatolia to Blurple. Yeah, I could only give them the Greek lands, and I think they have almost all of them. They have cores on all of them anyway. Diplomatic or military power? Ooh, making me choose like that. Yeah, I'll take the military. I'm gonna need that morale right now anyway. How long did that cheapness last? 5 years of 10% reduced tech cost. Kind of tempting to take that instead of my next idea. Reinforcement speed, huh? Oh, speaking of France, 11 heavy, so I can scuttle that with galley spam. Gee, I am sorely counting on you here, my friend. I really don't think Austria can hack it, even with my genius behind the helm. So I'll tell my vassals to attach to me in Verona. Maybe Briscaya, because Verona's not too hot on the mountains, but Briscaya is. Also bigger support limit. Is that true? No, but it's still an agreeable support limit. I can almost afford that embassy as well. This is good. And we'll get a blockade of France going. Don't know where the French Navy is. But the best I can do is hold the Gulf of Almeria in case they come along here. Discovered fabricating Provence. I need to take Provence though. Let's hope the battle pope's cut out for this. Good chance of hills or mountains in Provence. Yep, France is clicking their finger to raise an army. Of course. England doing nothing. Of course they're tied up over there. Ooh. I haven't built an embassy yet. It's a little too expensive for me. Only slightly though. Free dip and let us engage in mercenary looting. Oh, okay, Castile. Of course, you allied Castile. This could be the end of France. Well, who am I kidding? You can't end France that easily, however. Oh, hold on. No, I broke the Iberian wedding. No! Domenico! Well, he lived to become the devil, but what points are most important right now? I should get my military in line, but I should also get my... yeah, military. We'll hold that for a couple of months, just so we can have a long funeral for good old Domenico. Ah, he was so good. And now I have to kind of turtle on my rulers to get my points back. Alright, we can't just loot everything here, we need to follow a path that gets us the most money. This is looting if you haven't seen it before, folks. And I'm going to spend this loot money on the Great Embassy of St. Helena. When you march into a province that does not border somewhere where you have military access, so I couldn't do Dauphiné because it borders Savoy, I couldn't do Bourgogne because it borders Franche-Comté, who is the Holy Roman Emperor. In an HRE war I have access to his lands. Also, he's my ally, I have access to his lands. And I couldn't do it through Maine because it borders Armor, or I couldn't do it through Navarra because it borders Castile, who's also my ally in this war. But I can do it in Armagnac, and I can do it in Bourg. You just walk in, and you take the entire base tax worth of ducats in one go. Double that if you're a horde. Some people must be so sick of hearing this. It gives the looted modifier for 6 months. When that modifier runs out, you can loot again. The looted modifier cripples the enemy's economy if you do it everywhere. Look at that, half tax, minus 10% goods, and far slower recruitment of units. Look at that, 61 stack. I'm going to need all our allies to work together here for this. Which means I'm going to have to shift my weight. I don't think that's going to happen. Oh, I forgot, I can't do Poitou. After just explaining it. But I can do Ile de Frogs, and that's a pretty important one. The AI probably hates me for not helping out in these big important battles. Just making Austria get crushed. Ooh, let's not engage with them. Oh, okay. That was a mistake. Well, let's just enjoy a bit of admin. Also, if you land on a province where they're recruiting units, the AI automatically stops recruiting them, and they will only get a 50% discount on them if they were more than 10% through recruitment. Okay, France just instantly took this province, as you do, in case you're France. One idea might be to ship my troops back so I can actually mount a defense against France, but I don't want to spend my units doing this. Just let France's manpower wear down. Would you say France is the Don Juan of EU4? Yep, that's pretty much it. Okay, France is practically out of manpower, so the war is won, basically. I'm confident in that. God, I love shackles so much. A little unconfident about this unit here. He might be marching down to blow me out. Especially with 3 maneuver to our 1 maneuver. In fact, their generals altogether would kick our ass. If he's going down to Savoy, yeah, he's almost certainly going for this province. So we'll take it quickly. Very quickly indeed. Right, looting has expired in Languedoc, so let's continue that. And let us make haste away from here. To Nice, Liguria, Cremona, Berskaya. takes 13 days. Okay, so I will have time, but I'm only going to be about 3 days ahead of them. Let's just hope I can do this. If I'm fighting or retreat, but perhaps it would be more prudent to go to Nice than Coigno. We'll see. We'll see what happens. In the meantime, yeah, I think it's high time I took my troops back from Morocco. They can look after themselves. They're a big boy. Wow, we only just beat them there, but we're only a day ahead. So yeah, I think this route would be preferable for us. Keep the shekels flowing. Add general for maneuver, Jake. Don't forget to reload, Dr. Freeman. That should do that. Right, Sosa is almost done to the extent where I could probably take away my nah, we'll let it finish. I'm in no hurry here. Right. What are you doing? Other than burning yourself on my land, which I'm grateful for. Don't get me wrong. It's you I'm grateful for, Pope. Thanks for joining in on this. Okay, so Provence is our claim, or it will be in about another year or so. So if we win this war, and hey, why wouldn't we? Then we should be able to take that for ourselves. Or Austria might give it to us, especially since we're such buddies. Ooh. Lose 1 inflation, gain 5 prestige. That's not very good. I was only printing a little. A little painful, but okay. Ka-ching, please negotiate for me, because I want that land. Also, I want to stop forgetting about my ducats. We did excommunicate you, right? Too much influence of the Holy Father. They have too much influence of the Holy Father. I think that's because they have too many papacy points and they're not spending them. So if you want to avoid excommunication, hoard your points. I think that's how it works. Trade company in... Our Lombard South Africa company has run into serious financial troubles. They cite lack of expansion together with increased competition from other nations' trade companies. Yeah, okay. In the long run, we need to help them to expand and make sure that they're the most powerful company in the region. For now, though, what they need is infusion of working capital and military and naval resources. 5 years of 10% trade efficiency, or 10 revolt risk and much less trade power in Lesser Nam Cland. Lesser Nam Cland. I've already got minus 10. I can stomach that for 10 years. Trade company greatly upset. Well, too bad. As long as I keep my maxed out stability, everything should be okay. Also, Austria's finally turning the tides up north. Is Portugal involved in this? Nah. Let's loot Ile de Frogs again. Wow, okay, so much for turning the tide. France just keeps on coming. But I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part. Now Don't you worry, girlie. Perhaps we could make a march on Dauphiné. Right, we're running into tropical lands here, so do I go for the final bit of arid land, or do I make my move along here? Start taking these islands. These islands appeal. Oh, whoa, 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 I didn't notice that. I was looking straight at it for a while, but there we go. Did they annex them for Diplo points, or did they just get them by chance? High diplomatic reputation plus lucky nations equals almost bound to happen. Must have already been looted. Right, you done good. You made me loads of money. Oh yeah, didn't I say I'd be bringing troops home now? It's never chance with Austria. To be fair, Austria hasn't done me any harm here, unless they took an important centre of trade. They already have Vienne, but I care not about that. It's Venice that I want. They also have too much influence with the Holy Father. Madness. Right, I might start bringing my troops up to have a bit of influence in these battles. Better get those religious ideas, sonny. Right, St. Kitts has become clear to us, but really I want Guantanamo. I'll take those 3 provinces afterwards. There's no time. At least we defend Utrecht, but we're certainly losing out from battles here. Alright, we've got enough to really turn the tide here. I think a 40 stack thrown in the right direction should change the outcome of some of these big battles. Then again, we know what France is like. Breton independence, will that work in my favour? France obliterating the British Navy. Good job, England. Can't do one thing right. We have 33 galleys, I'm guessing most of them are... 33 transports, I'm guessing most of them are mine. Still want that trade trouble in Tangiers, though. But what if Portugal takes it? Okay, Battle Pope, let's help them out.